Previously on Ditching the Split.
Do you guys notice anything different?
Oh no.
What I have here is something very exciting. Oh, no way. Take it apart. That man shouldn't be allowed to use a drill. You got it? You good?
I'm okay. It's the island lights! I'm so
Lighting.
excited! Should we tell them what the plan is after ditching the split? I know you would leave them lopsided.
No one's gonna know.
This is the piece de resistance.
Oh, that's a light, eh?
That's a light.
We should sell socks.
Maybe. Welcome to episode Welcome to episode 33 of Ditching the Split. We are back in the place that started it all.
The first episode, didn't you like knock on the door or knocked on the door and you opened it and we came in? It was down here?
Oh, they actually didn't see that version of it.
Oh, really?
It took us like 12 takes and every single one of them was awkward, so I never included it.
You could show it now though.
Say action. Oh, it'd be so nice to enjoy a romantic evening on the porch. What the? And then zoom out. Good. What the heck? Where's the porch? Was that bad? Let's try again. The stairwell and that whole area is really what started the whole renovation. Let's take a little trip down memory lane. So if you remember when you would come to our house, you would walk in the door and be hit with a set of stairs going up or down. We moved the front door to the main level and closed in that area of the stairs. A lot of people were wondering if we were gonna move the stairs entirely, but the plan was always to keep them where they were. It was just getting the door out of the stairwell.
It would have been nice to be able to move them, but there's nowhere to move them to.
Fun fact, the Ditching the Split logo actually didn't look originally like how it does. I had like a little rip between like ditching the and split.
Like a tear.
Like a tear to like signify like demolition, I guess. And then I changed it to stairs. So that's why, is because the stairs were significant. Today we are going to work on the accent wall, the stairwell, and the hallway. I actually really wanted to save this part of the project to be the last episode because it really is the same way we started the series. We were in the stairwell, we moved the front door. This would have just been like the loose ends to finish the series, but we're still waiting on cabinet doors.
We ordered them this morning though.
Yes.
So 2 weeks they'll be ready and painted.
Yeah.
Ready for us.
So it'll be fine. We'll finish off the series in the kitchen, and then that's the end of Ditching the Split, which is not the end of us. We still have more projects to do in the house. It'll just be the end of this series. We'll move on to something different, which will be really, really fun.
Yeah, it'll be, honestly, it's gonna be amazing.
I think it'll be better than
It'll be better
Ditching
than
the
what
Split.
this was, yeah. In past episodes, if anybody remembers, I was really excited that I eliminated this little bulkhead that was here. I'm really glad I did, but unfortunately I have to put it back. The plan is the crown molding is gonna come around the top of the cabinets the same way it does on the built-in. But unfortunately, because we went with a larger fridge, I didn't calculate it enough. So the crown molding is actually gonna protrude into the hallway by like 2 inches, which sucks. So the easiest way to fix it is just to put a drop here again, because like, that's just, we do it twice, so why not? But at the same time, I had to remove it before because the old crown molding and everything was all attached to it and it was just framed really weird. It's gonna be like we're playing the old episode in reverse. What we took apart, we're putting back together the same. I need that little piece of drywall. Hold that for a sec. Holy frick.
Do you need me to get up there too?
I don't know.
See how easy that was? Did I even explain what we're gonna be doing for this video? I don't think I did. So we're gonna be doing the accent wall, adding something nice here. We have to repaint it, moving down the hallway because this area transitions into this area, so we had a bunch of drywall things we have to fix. Repainting the board and batten. This was part of a video we did maybe 2 years ago now. So we have to do that. We're gonna wallpaper the hallway. We're gonna take down the beams. We're gonna do something fun on the ceiling and more to come.
Hopefully it fits. Now this side, and then I'll do the bottom. That's gonna go like that. Now I'm making a big mess again.
Ugh,
What?
I hate drywall screws.
Oily?
Yeah, they leave your hands so dirty. I'm triggered.
Is this more than 8 feet to finish?
I'm about to lose it.
Why?
Because it just missed.
I'm just using what I have right now. Don't follow this technique either. Look at this. So anyone that's ever gonna use this mud, like the box mud that comes pre-mixed, it's not actually pre-mixed, it's pre-blended. The best thing you can do is get a pail, dump that into a pail. If you soak a sponge and just squeeze the sponge in, that's enough, and then you mix it up really good. And what I found helpful is a little bit of Dawn dish soap, just like a squirt, and it makes it super smooth to spread. I'm only using a tiny bit, so I don't want to waste it and put it in a pail right now. But what you can do when it's in the pail, if you're gonna go leave for a while, you can just cover the top with water, like just dump water in it, and that'll keep it from curing up. The more you know. This episode is called Butching the Split.
Next up is removing the beams.
You're not gonna get that down. I put like 30 nails in each one.
These things are built to last.
You sure you wanna do this?
Yeah, it's gonna look so much better when it's done. We could do so much better than this.
For sure.
Living and learning, folks. Always living and learning. I'm gonna bung up the wood. What if I wanted to use these for a future craft?
It's a piece of plywood.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh. What are you eating?
Pizza.
Oh.
Tell them the truth. We're taking it down because it didn't pass inspection.
Yeah, that's what didn't pass inspection. Fun fact, this hallway makeover and building the beams was Andrew's most viral video, besides the fire pit. And this is still very viral on Pinterest. People to this day are trying to recreate this hallway.
I mean, it looks good as is. Where'd you put the garbage? On the island?
I put it in the bed on your side.
These weren't built to come apart. Anyone who criticized them.
You know what this reminds me of? In episode 1, when the first step of this whole renovation was taking off the small porch that you had built a few years earlier.
Glued, screwed, nailed, you name it. I really built this like it was never gonna get taken apart, right? Holy smokes.
Next up is removing the glorious lights.
Why whenever I lift my head up, my mouth drops open?
Your mouth is always open, babe. Are you keeping it shut right now?
I'm trying, but it keeps falling. Okay, so this is a 3-way switch.
Are you talking to me or them?
Everyone. So a lot of the time your lights are wired so that if the switch is off, there's no power to the light. This is a 3-way. A hot wire that comes from there to there all the way through. So there is power to it, you know there is. But with that said, even some regular switches with one switch, sometimes they'll take power from the light if it's closer to where they're taking their power from to save like a couple feet of wire. So always be sure to turn your breaker off whenever you're touching any electrical.
Lights are down. We're getting ready to work on the ceiling. We're going to be covering this ceiling. It's a bit of a mess. Besides what we just did, it was already a mess.
Yeah, it's the old plaster, like what the ceiling is or was. So it's not like it's in mint condition. So what I am going to do, I have some 1x3 strapping left over from doing the siding. What we're using is the leftover wood from our ceiling, which is going to be nice to get to use up all our extra material. I don't want to rely on nailing that wood into like plaster. Those staples are kind of short to begin with. As you can see, they kind of pull out pretty easily.
That's another reason why we had to add back in this piece here, is because once we do the paneling on the ceiling, just like how we have out here, we need to do crown molding, and then this gives it somewhere to end and butt into. Like we can do crown molding the whole way around, and then that crown molding out here when we get to this part of the kitchen, because we are putting a cabinet here and then the fridge is getting all built in. I know you guys have a lot of questions about that.
Yeah, there's going to be a panel around the fridge.
And it'll have somewhere now to butt into when we get to the crown molding there.
And I think we're going to continue this piece of wood across and butt it into the side of the panel. I'll tack them up.
Okay, baby.
And I'll mark the 16s if they get buried.
Okay, babe. And then you want me to go along?
And screw them, yeah.
Okay, baby. Welcome back to your,
Guilty-free pleasure.
So we made some changes to the electrical.
Minor.
Minor changes, just adding a little additional lighting because this hallway is really dark.
Thank you to everyone who checked in on my YouTube.
The cabinet video was absolutely thriving. Andrew was so excited. He hit 10,000 subscribers and over 2,000 views.
Let's try and hit 28,000 by the end of the month.
Okay, buddy.
Views, not subscribers.
I know.
You have to drill a 4-inch hole for the pot light to go in. We're not putting the pot light in this ceiling, it's going in the wood ceiling underneath. So I don't want that open air space between the attic and this ceiling, like, you know what I mean? So I'm just sealing it up with tuck tape. I'll probably spray foam too from the top down. That's why I'm doing this, just to keep the cold air or hot air in the summer from mixing and condensating in here. Like the most common air leak in your home is through your ceiling light fixtures, exhaust fan, bathroom fan, things like that, because it's not, and it's never sealed properly.
Big reaction. 1, 2, 3. Whoa, that's so much brighter.
You can start cutting, I can start installing. 38.5, right?
38.5. So if you guys remember, the reason we ordered this particular product in the first place is because we were told that they come in 7-foot lengths. So we would have had basically no waste when we did the ceiling in the main area of the living room. This one's short. But because this actually came with pieces that were shorter than we expected, we were able to save them and use them for this project. Otherwise, this was never even on our radar. Like doing a wood ceiling in the hallway. But I'm glad we found a use for them, and I think it'll look really pretty. What happened?
The compressor's done. It's rusted out and it blew a hole right through the bottom of it.
No.
Yeah, finally. That thing is ancient. It blew the bottom right apart.
Oh no.
So I have no compressor.
We have to go get a compressor?
I'm gonna have to get one. On your feet?
It's your lucky day, baby. A new air compressor just for you.
I didn't want one.
How old was the other one?
Probably 40 years old. Storage compartment. Before starting, fill with compressor oil to red dot. You can pass me the brad nailer. See that little dial, that gear thing? Mm-hmm. Twist it down all the way. I'll give you this. And you can pass me the...
Pass you this?
Yeah.
Sorry, I forgot my third arm today.
I'll take my hammer that's there.
I'm gonna go get my game.
No, I need you now. Don't mess around.
Mess around.
I can multitask.
It's pretty good, no? Mm-hmm. Okay, do you like?
Yeah,
Lots of light, eh?
lots of light. Too bad you don't have any safety glasses. Aw. I gotta go cut more.
5 feet, so 10.
Okay. One. Two.
I know, you already know.
Three.
You made me nervous there.
4.
5, 6. Do you feel like me?
Yeah, it's
Like
great.
I feel like you, and you feel like me, like I'm just passing you stuff?
Yeah, it's awesome.
What was this, 7?
Sure.
Do your best impression of me.
So today, babe, what are we doing?
Oh, babe, what are we doing?
Babe, what
Yeah.
are we doing?
I do act like that, actually.
Oh, sorry.
You know what you're doing? Do you have your phone on you? I need to take a picture of something. Babe. Babe. You always cut when I'm about to ask you something. Why do you always cut when I try and talk to you?
Okay, well, here's my impression of you. What was the measurement? Where's my pencil? And then you have like a toque on your head that's way too tight and your pants are falling down.
You got a millennial hairline.
What is this, 9?
The millennial hairline. Oh my gosh. That was good, wasn't it? The millennial hairline. Oh my
Good one, babe.
Now we have to paint the board and batten. We're doing Swiss coffee, which is the color we've done throughout the whole house, which I know might be a little bit boring, but because it continues from the accent wall, which I don't want to be like an actual like colored accent wall, it's gonna come down the hallway, but we're doing a fun wallpaper. This is gonna look beautiful. We're gonna add trim around the top, and then we have to paint that door, but I can't paint that door until I get the wallpaper. So wallpaper samples are on their way, but you won't see it in this video.
I might end up putting baseboard anyway, who knows?
Okay, I'll do this anyway, just in case.
As long as you see no flooring between the tape and the wall, you're good. Absolutely zero.
I'm doing the best I can.
No. Hey, no. Get out of there, boy.
Litter?
Yeah, he was on his way to eat cat poop.
We're at the point where we need to tie up some loose ends and do some finishing touches. I want a caulk around where the mantle meets the stone. It is scribed pretty tight, but when you step back, you can see kind of like a dark shadow where the light goes through. So I just want to seal that up. I already did the top, so I'll show you guys that. It looks a lot better, nice and sealed up. I filled my crack. So this is foam backer rod. People use it for in windows before they caulk it, stuff like that. It works really good just to fill a space that's a little too big for caulking. This is like almost a perfect match to this stone too. It's Biscuit by Mapai. It's like a grout caulking. So like if you do a shower or whatever, in your vertical joints, you're not supposed to grout. This is the color match caulking for the color Biscuit. There's the finished product from looking back at it. Now you don't see that dark line, which is nice. Up there where the gap was between the stone and the ceiling, because obviously the stone, you can't make it perfectly tight because the stone with gravity drops a little bit when you put it in, and there will always be a gap there. So I used the same color caulking, Biscuit by Mapai, and I did along the sides too, up to the ceiling. No more gap, no nothing. All that's left is one big crack down the hallway there.
Good one, babe. Is this another one of your montages? So in the last episode, I asked you guys to let us know where you watch our videos, if you watch them on your TV or on your phone or on your tablet. And I received an overwhelming amount of photos of people's televisions. I couldn't even respond to everybody who sent me a photo of them watching TV. I had no idea so many people watched us on the TV, and thank you for watching. We appreciate you putting us on the big screen and allowing us to fill your home with our bad jokes and horrible commentary.
This is probably the most dreaded job right here. Painting.
The giant hole in the crotch of your jeans. Two coats on the accent wall, 2 coats in the hallway. It's crazy how a coat of paint can just make a place feel so much more fresh and revived. Lots more to come with this project. I still have to get a runner. We'll figure out the door later, and then wallpaper. In the meantime, I want to work a little bit on this project. So my plan for the accent wall is to do a gallery wall. I've started collecting a bunch of frames. I've been thrifting everything, and I have a vision for it, but I still need more frames. So I ordered a bunch of prints online, but it's a combination of like photos of us, photos of the dogs, photos of, like this one is of our fire pit. It might seem like a little weird to do that, but like this is also the house when we were under renovation. I put that in a frame. I just thought it was kind of cool and like fun because it's just such a big important part of the house, like the stuff we've actually done to it. So I thought it was fun to show it off. Even like this one is when the house was under construction. So I just think it's fun to like show it off in a cool artistic way. The only thing is I need a lot more frames. That's a really big wall and I only have this many. I gotta go thrift some more. Thank you guys for watching another episode of Ditching the Split. We're nearing the end of this series, so only a couple episodes left and then you guys will find out what's coming next.
There's gonna be a nice big reveal. We're gonna do a cost breakdown. I don't know if we're gonna divvy it up for the outside and the inside.
I don't know. Do you guys want a cost breakdown for the inside? Because the inside is like quite custom. Like if you were planning to do a similar renovation on the exterior of your house, you don't have to make all the interior changes that we were doing necessarily.
You wouldn't have to do anything inside other than just retrim your windows if you decide to change them.
Right. But we'll for sure share the cost breakdown on the exterior. I was truthfully just waiting to get all of the episodes re-edited on Andrew's channel So if you guys want to see the like individual projects with less commentary and just straight working start to finish, you guys can go to Andrew's channel. His username's Aspen Custom Carpentry. I'll put it right here on the screen, and it's also linked in the description of this video. And watch his cabinet video, please.
Yeah, if you haven't watched my cabinet making video, you should go watch it. Thank you guys so much for watching another episode of Ditching the Split. Check back next week for another video.
Bye.